The Eastern Conference has their surefire heavy hitters. And in my
Yeah.
opinion, I think there's only 3 teams that are for sure. Like come on, they going deep in the playoffs. They're going to be at the top of the Eastern Conference. And that's the Boston Celtics, Philadelphia 76ers, and of course the New York Knicks. But when you think about sleeper teams in the Eastern Conference, I can't help but think about the Brooklyn Nets. What?
Yep. Yeah, that's who I
Yeah.
have. The Brooklyn
Mm-hmm.
Nets. Yep, I agree. I think that the Brooklyn Nets are a sleeper team.
Tell me why. Is it because of Ben Simmons? It's because of his contract year, $40 million this year.
It
It's
has a lot to
because
do
of
with
the,
it.
yeah.
Let's just be honest about what it is. Yes, yes. And the way he talks in these press conferences,
Oh, I
the
love it.
confidence.
Yes.
Oh, it is infectious. I say, get it, Ben Simmons. Prove it.
And he will,
And he
guaranteed.
better.
Uh-huh.
And I'm quite sure he will. And I'm quite sure he will. But the roster is shaped up. I think that there are some teams in the East that they can easily slide into their slot, i.e. Hawks, i.e.
Oh,
Bulls.
oh God.
They work just do a little bit more. What I was looking at the standings again and for 2024, and I find it very interesting that you can be at 500 in the West and not even make the playing tournament. Not even make the playing tournament. You can be at 500. But in the East, you can be below 500 and make the playoffs. Like, really? Oh, wow. So, again, the East, there are some slots that the Brooklyn Nets most definitely can slide right on into based off of the roster construction and the changes that happened in the offseason for some of these teams that I mentioned before. So, yeah, the chances of the Brooklyn Nets sliding right into a play-in tournament and can potentially go into a postseason playoff spot is pretty high, I think. And if
Yes.
it's going to have to be on the strength of Ben Simmons, then what a great comeback story for him.
Can't wait to see it. They have a brand new coach, Jordy Fernandez Torres. I think they have budding superstars in Cam Thomas, who's very young, finding his way in the league. I like him. Averaging 22 points a game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And then, of course, you got Nic Claxton, put on a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
He's a double machine. Yeah, I think Nic Claxton is finding his way in the NBA, and especially the Brooklyn Nets. I think they re-signed him. He got his money.
Yeah.
Right? So, I'm happy for him. But you know what, though? I think the X factor will be Dennis Schroder.
I was going to say he got something to prove. Dennis Schroder has something to prove, and he needs to redeem himself again because I hate to keep going back. Sometimes you got to let the past be the past. But that bag fumble he did with the Lakers is just it's just so it's an asterisk next to his name for sure. So I agree. I think that he has a huge chip on his shoulder because I think because of that, his time with the Lakers, I think we kind of forgot how he can impact the game. And so this is an opportunity with the newfound confidence in Ben Simmons. He's feeling good. When you feel good, when you look good, you feel good, you are good. I think that's where he is with his life, right? And then you got Dennis Schroder saying, oh, you're going to have to watch me because I think y'all forgot, what I can do, And then again, like you mentioned, the other players and Nic Claxton saying, I'm a little swole now. So come get at me, So I'm excited about that. And then, if Bojan can, get healthy, snipe you from the 3 in a heartbeat. And so, I just am like, I think they can do a run for the play-in tournament for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Now, I've been seeing a lot of footage from the Detroit Pistons this offseason. Looking like the dog pound of old. You got Cade Cunningham re-signed. And you got all these young players like Jaden Ivey, Asur Thompson, who I think is talented and just really needs to get more time on the court. And you done brought in an old vet, Tobias Harris. What's wrong with that? Jalen Duren and Coach JB Bickerstaff is at the helm of it. I think if he can do what Ime Udoka has done with the Houston Rockets, Detroit might be worth watching this season.
Okay. All right. I'll let you do that. And I'll get on the bandwagon in 2026. I'm not wasting my time with the Detroit Pistons. I'm not. No. There's too many other games to watch for me to sit and watch the Detroit Pistons. I'm sorry, Detroit fans. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'll think that different after the All-Star season, All-Star break. Maybe I'll feel different about the Detroit Pistons, but no.
I don't know. I mean, I think they can catch a lot of teams sleeping, and they can mess around and mess
Yeah.
up a win streak.
Yeah, still be at the bottom of the conference. Yeah, anybody can mess up a win streak. Yeah, no, nah, I'm sorry, but I am here for Cade Cunningham though. So if it's gonna be for anybody, let it be for him because I do believe we miss out on his skill because he does play for the Detroit Pistons. I do believe that the league is missing out on what he can bring because he plays for the Detroit Pistons. I do believe that Cade Cunningham can be in a better position if he was with another team. I'm not content with that right now. So if JB Bickerstaff can come make it happen for the Detroit Pistons, and now we can see more showcase of Cade Cunningham, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But other than that, sorry.
Oh my God.
Let's just, you know what, people, let's just be honest about it. I know, you watch some of these shows and they just be, they sugarcoat, candy coat. Y'all, if y'all not checking for the team, you're just not checking for them. And if they start doing and start winning and start showcasing, then you start watching. That's what it's all about, right? But there's a lot of games. You know how many games they're playing each night. And you think I'm going to tune in? And if they're not playing one of my teams, you think I'm going to tune in and watch the Detroit Pistons? Not at the start of the season. But I'm hopeful that they can turn it around. I don't want to be a basher. I'm not a basher. I'm just saying that there's a lot of great basketball teams that are out there that I'm rooting for. And the Detroit Pistons,
not one of them.
Not at this stage. And I'm not saying that it won't be. I may have to swallow my tongue by after the All-Star break. I may have to, and I can. I mean, basketball is fluid, right? Anything can happen. One major injury from a top seed, and you never know where they'll be. Check the Memphis Grizzlies. What I'm saying is one situation can just bring your favorite team all the way down to the end of the conference. I get that. So again, it's fluid, right? But right now at the top of the season, So, but if I think about the other teams that are at the bottom, that were at the bottom for the 2024 season in the East, Nets, Raptors, Hornets, Wizards, and Pistons. You ain't checking for the Hornets? What about the Wizards? The Raptors ain't on your list because they was on your list last season.
No, they're not.
Why?
The Raptors?
It's too many games. Exactly. Why not the Raptors?
Nah, they're rebuilding. There's nothing to watch. They don't even have their core guys. All they have is really Scotty and RJ Barrett. No, I think the Detroit Pistons would be a better team to watch because they have their core five already.
Okay. I can get on board for that. I can get okay. Hey,
But
I will be watching the Pistons. Don't get me wrong. If they're playing one of my favorite teams, I'm going to watch the Pistons just by default. They're going to get these eyes for sure.
They're going to get these eyes. But honestly, I'm still mad at them for the way they did Dwayne Casey and Monty Williams. Still mad at the organization.
Well, hey, JB Bickerstaff, I promise you right now, they don't have the patience in Michigan. So good luck.
Oh man.